In this episode, we're going to show you how to fix small holes in your wall that may be from an endoscope, a drywall anchor, or something else. We're going to show you how to make a flawless repair, color matched, and everything to make those holes disappear. All the little secrets that you're going to need to know. Let's get to it. Now, the first step is to cut away any little pieces of drywall very carefully. We like using a razor blade, of course. Be careful if you're following this approach, or you can scrape it off, but you don't want any fibers or any tiny pieces that are going to be raised up. That's what's going to cause it to appear more prominent to the eye. So you're going to shave down all those little edges, just carefully going around the edges, getting rid of any of those little fibers or anything like that. Okay, now that we've shaved down and gotten a completely smooth surface, we're going to come back in with a little bit of patch. We like this dust control sheetrock compound. You can use faster setting or heavier. It really doesn't make too much of a difference. The whole point here is don't overload it. Just do what is needed, especially on this first pass. Just a nice, clean, easy pass. Okay, so just going to come in just a little bit on each one. You may overfill it slightly, but you still don't want to fill in a lot. All right, so that's the first hole, and then we're going to come back over to the second hole here. Again, just filling it in. If you don't fill it completely the first time, don't worry about it. Don't overload it. You're going to be coming back for a second pass anyway. Now, here's the secret. You're going to get a paper towel or a rag and just wipe away a lot of that excess patch around the hole before you sand it and before it dries. Then you're going to sand it off. You really want the minimal amount that's only filling that hole. Here we're coming back for our second pass, and this is the key. Less is more. Sand down and use that paper towel before it dries just to wipe away any excess. You don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill. You want to keep it small and contained to that hole. Just like that. Okay. Now, coming back in, final sanding here. Just a light sand just to bring it back in order. And the paint that we're going to use here is color matched to our wall. Now, if you don't have the paint that came with, if you don't have the original can of paint for that room, go down to your local hardware store and get them to mix you up a batch of that color match paint. And here we're just dusting off a little bit more here as well, just to get them nice and even for that final patch. And here's that color match paint like we were talking about. You can get a sample size. You don't need to buy the whole gallon, and get it matched with the sample from your house. It's kind of hard to get the satin versus the sheen or the semi-gloss, kind of tough to get that right, but you can figure it out without having to buy a whole gallon. Ask them about the sample size and they'll mix one up for you for touch-ups just like this. All right, we're stirring it up here just with a little wooden stick here because it's a small container, and we recommend using a sponge brush. This is another little secret here. Because the paint was probably put on with a roller, if you come back with a bristle brush, it's going to leave those brush marks, which are also going to make it easy for the eye to see that repair. If you do a sponge brush with a couple of light coats, it's going to blend right in with that rolled paint, and you can kind of feather it away from the repair if you want to. Really, if you do a couple light coats, even that's not necessary. And that's it. There you go. The hole's pretty much disappeared. Really, thanks for watching, and we hope you have a great day. Let us know how it worked for you down in the comments.